Hey, welcome to my channel. This video is a VOD review I did with one of my students. If you would like to get a VOD review for free, just go into the description of this video so we can get one started. Any rank, any role. I would love to help. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Enjoy the show. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is, what is the worst thing about Shen in the laning phase?
Having no push pressure. Like I have abysmal wave clear without my items.
Yes, exactly. You are exactly right. That is the worst thing about Shen in laning phase. He has zero wave clear, and it takes so long for him to clear wave. But you had an opportunity to get your wave clear really quickly in the beginning of the game, and I don't know why, but you bought a different item. You had this first back where you guys killed Jace twice, and then when you backed, you just bought a giant spell here for 900 gold, even if you could have gotten Balmy Cinder at this point, which could be really good, because we're going to see later on that our wave clear is so bad that we can't even get good backs anymore. It's really hard to get a good back, and every time we kill this guy, we're taking so long to clear waves, and this just takes forever. You see that, right?
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and now we're put in a terrible spot, but our Kha'Zix bails us out here. Later on, you fight him, and then Kha'Zix bails us out. And again, we are stuck trying to push this wave, and it takes so goddamn long. And if we just had Balmy Cinder or Tiamat, and you can see just how worse of a back this is, and how close you were to not crashing this tower just because you didn't have Bombies or any wave clear. So I would try to shoot for at least the Bombies, or Bramble, or Tiamat. Any of those items for just some type of wave clear, because the wave clear is atrocious, and it's so hard to play when we have this terrible wave clear.
I didn't think about buying Bombies this early, I guess. It didn't come to my mind, because like Giant Spelt is just also, in my opinion, a very great item for Shen early game.
But I feel like the Bombies would definitely help your wave clear a lot more, and you can play more because of it.
I guess I just forgot it.
Yeah.
In that first moment.
This is really small. It really doesn't matter too much. But you roamed away from your lane a little bit, and you went toward her jungle, and we just leave this cone here. And it's really, it's so free just to hit this. It not only gives you vision on maybe she's coming, but it also denies her to give her the option to clear vision if there was vision here. Like, she has the option to clear your ward now if she hits this plant, and maybe a ward in the center. So it's really small, but if you ever have time to do it, just hit it. It's free. Alright, and then we're just going to look how, as soon as we got our wave clear, the laning phase, you can see like this back feels so much better. Or this push just feels so much better because we finally have some wave clear. So I think he probably, or we kill him. I don't know exactly what happens. No, he just backs. But since he backs, he didn't even get a good back. That was a bad back from him. But you can see how you just get a free push, and you can back for basically free. You did have to TP because he did show up in time, but this is still a better back than what you had from before. So one little thing that happened in this game was this tower that you wanted to get after a fight that happened in the top lane. I think Kha'Zix came and helped you. Yeah, Kha'Zix came and helped you in order to kill this Jace again. And your mind was you want this tower. And I think you should ask the question after you push this wave, is this tower free for me? Like, let's think about that. Is this tower free? Don't look at the Elise. Elise is not coming. Let's just say Elise is not coming.
Now that I look at it, it's probably not free, because like I don't have enough damage to get the tower fully, and like mid lane is missing, the support is missing, jungler is missing. They could potentially all be roaming topside right now for, I don't know, the top objective, like Herald. So it was a very high risk.
It is very risky, for sure. And Elise did show up, but it's also like this. This guy is coming up in 17. He also has TP, but like, even if he doesn't TP to this wave, you push this in, you will still take forever to take this tower. This guy would already be respawned, walking back to his lane, and probably taking your tower as well. So you're just trading towers here. But we can just back here, and then maybe make another play, get his tower for free, and then our tower's still up. Because he's down for so long, you're going to return to lane like at the same time or even faster than him. It's just better to take a free back here and you walk back into lane and you guys are even, and then you can play again and maybe you can get the tower next. But like, as you can see, this takes so long. It takes so long for you to take this tower. You're going to see that even when you touch this tower and when Elise shows up, Jace is spawning in 7 seconds. He's going to return back to lane right as you take this tower, and your tower's gone. So it literally is a trade. It's just a trade of towers. But we can make it not a trade. All right. So next we have just your split pushing. And do you split push a lot?
I did try this game to split push more than I usually do, because I recently heard this tip to basically just turn your brain off, push waves and pressure lanes to make it more difficult for the enemy team to more or less try to do that more in this game.
I think you have like a vague idea about split pushing, but there are so many questions we can ask. If our split push is even safe, is our split push worth it, and what can we do to make our split push even better? Because the split push that we took here, you didn't die in this scenario. You actually won this fight. Because the Hui stopped attacking you and you only had 2 people on you, and you definitely could have died if the Hui got to you. But we're just split pushing here, and I just want you to see the map. Like, this is, there's no one adding pressure on the map anywhere else. That's one of our questions. Is our team adding pressure anywhere else on the map? And the answer is no. So our split push is basically just saying, hey, I'm alone up here, come kill me.
My team is at Arakan right now. With my split push, I'm forcing the enemy team away from Arakan as well, though.
You are, but you can see how this pressure doesn't matter because your Kha'Zix is dead here. You guys are not pressuring this. You guys are just getting vision. Because we can't, you guys can't, like, I mean, you can probably fight this, but, like, you don't have smite. And you're flipping the coin if you try to go for this.
With me split pushing, I'm forcing them to put resources into me splitting topside. So with that in my mind, I was like, I'm more or less evening out the loss of Kha'Zix at the Arakan. But of course, I'm obviously not there, so it's only 3 people going there. But like, at least I do make it. So, because Jace is also that, like, they have to put 1 player, or at least 1 player, to my lane as well, so they can't force Arakan.
But the problem is not the split push, like, just the split push, it's the timing of it. This timing is not good. The timing of, if you do, let's say, yes, you force them to come to you, you did force Hui, you did force Aurelion Sol here, and you did force Elise here. But this is the thing. If you die here, if you die in a split push, you are on a death timer, Kha'Zix is up, Jace is up, and now they are fighting a 5v4. And this is a free autocon for them. Do you see that? You can see how they don't have the pressure to actually take this right now. But if you guys are pressuring at the same time, this is a great split push. But this split push is kind of just saying, I'm going to bring people to me, and if I die here, I'm risking autocon right now. Because literally you just need to wait like literally 1 more wave, or just wait for your Kha'Zix to come up, because we can't really split here. And you can see how they do all collapse on us. You got really lucky here, where for some reason, I don't know why the Hui started ignoring you and he just backed later. But you can see, like, if the Hui was here, aren't you like dead?
Yeah, I would have.
And you see that Kha'Zix is up. I mean, Elise is dead, but let's say, you know, Elise didn't die here and you die here. Jace would be up, and you can see that Autocon is still up, and you guys you basically die for nothing. This is what happens. You die for nothing.
So what should I have done then instead? Like, should I have then just pushed the wave and hovered in river or should I have backed and spent gold? What have you done?
I would push this wave that you were pushing. You push this wave, you back off, you wait for Kha'Zix to come up. You keep the wave here. You keep the wave in the middle, because now we have, you know, some safety net here. We know that we can play more on our side. We can even make this push a little bit further towards us. but it's like, it's safer just having the wave here, you know? It's way safer than having the wave here. You're just wave clearing until we have the timer of Kha'Zix coming up, and then we can start pushing now. Because like right here, you can see how this wave, they're about to pressure Otacon, you can now push. This is actually the timer that you need. This is the timer right here. This next wave, walking down lane, is your wave that you're going to pressure tower with, because your team is on Otacon now. Let's move on to talk about this Baron push. This Baron push was really good. It was a really good Baron push. I really liked it. I thought your team did an excellent job of understanding, and you also did a very excellent job of understanding of how Baron works and how we can basically suffocate them and stop them from basically advancing and stopping all our pushes. You can see that they're right now hovering on you in the mid lane in order to take out your wave, and you're just playing safe, making sure that they get Baron buff perfectly. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. You can already see that Aurelion Sol is getting caught on the bot side because there's 3 people mid. That's already really good. And then now we see that all of them are gone mid lane, and we get a free push now. And you can see how this is such a good Baron usage. Because we have pressure in all 3 lanes, they have to split up, and if they send more numbers one way, they have to have less numbers another, and we can catch them off. So this is a beautiful Baron play, and you did a really good job understanding that. And then we just got one last thing. This last thing is this TP. I was kind of confused about it. I don't know what was going through your mind. I think you take a TP a little bit later. Yeah, now you take this TP.
I know what was going on through my head. I was like, I spotted the majority of the enemy team around Drake, and I just felt the need, I have to be at top lane quicker. Running doesn't cut it, so I just TP'd.
I feel like I feel like you had a good plan, but there was only one problem with this plan. It's just realizing that these guys, so now we have an instance where we have our team pressuring something. They're pressuring Dragon. But the only problem with this TP is that you can see that the blue team, they're really not fighting for this drag. Like, they weren't even close to drag at this point in time. Like, I'll just put on red side, but we can just see that Elise is here. Like, they're just entering the jungle, and we're already starting drag. Like, they're not really pressuring us too much right now. Like, we're kind of fighting it, kind of not. And this just looks free, you know? It's super free, and they're just not positioned really aggressively. They're not committed to this.
Stopped looking at my character and should have just pointed my character at what's going on over there instead of just looking at the map. Then I would have,
I think you could have definitely realized that it's a little bit different going on. They're not fighting for it. They're kind of just like around. You can see just later on, if you actually walk back to lane, honestly, later on, you can see how your team is adding pressure mid and you're adding pressure top, and we're doing good strats right here. This is really good. But yeah, that dragon is just like they weren't pressuring it at all. They weren't trying to fight it. They're just toxic. They're just gonna be toxic no matter what you do.
They always find to be toxic
for sure.
But I feel like when I wasn't playing